Hey guys, and for today's video, I'm going over my MLB 2024 predictions, guys. We're going to go over everything from standings to who I'm picking for the World Series. We're going to go over, I got all the records and stuff. The way I did it is I just did it so like both wins and losses are around 500. So yeah, I'm not going every game. That would take months to do to go through every game to predict that. But yeah, expected around how many wins I think. This isn't on pick. Some of these picks, it's like obviously there's always a couple. There's always like a couple teams, at least one or two teams in each conference, each in the AL and NL that surprise you. So I did that, like some good and some bad. So I did. I just had some predictions like, okay, I'm not. Some of these I'm like just I have a feeling they're gonna be good or bad. Like as you see the Brewers and stuff, or I have the Royals and stuff doing pretty well. There's other teams here too. The A's having 70 wins, which is pretty bold, I know. I mean, the Angels having 64, maybe a little bit low, but yeah, I mean, you gotta take some because if you just go on paper, it's not gonna be that. Guys, let's begin here. I'll explain why. Okay, we're gonna go over each division, and then we're gonna talk about it. So yeah, all right, guys, let's begin here. Alright, for the last place team in the AOAs, I got the Boston Red Sox at 72 and 90, who really didn't make that many moves to like make them better, and they're just kind of the same team. I mean, they did re-sign Brian Bello to a 6-year contract, and they traded away Verdugo and Chris Sale, and they got Tyler O'Neill from the Cardinals. They did get Lucas Giolito, but I mean, he's out for the rest of the season, so fortunate, but injuries are just something you can't control. But I mean, they didn't really improve. They say off Devers, Masataka Yoshida's coming up second season. Hopefully Trevor's story could turn around here, but it just is not that much here, and they're just this division, they're just below average. I mean, even in any other division, maybe if they're in the AL Central, they'd have a chance, and with like the opponents there, maybe they'd have the chance to like maybe win it. But yeah, all right, next team we got is the Toronto Blue Jays at 81 and 81. Who have been underachieving the last couple of years. That's why I put him here to miss the playoffs as the 9th seed in the AL. But yeah, I mean, they do have Vladdy, Bo Bichette. Hopefully Dorian Varsho bounces back in Alek Manoah. They did get Justin Turner. They did lose on Shohei, which wasn't amazing. I mean, they didn't really get any good consolations, but they still got Gosman and Bassett, Kikuchi. I mean, they have some pieces here. They have some solid guys. And hopefully George Springer does go back to form too. I mean, they have some pieces here, but I don't know. I don't know if they could. Let's see if they can put it together. But that's why I have them 4th place, especially in the strong AL East. But yeah, let's go on to the next team. Next team we got is the Tampa Bay Rays, who 3rd place in the AL East at 87 and 75. And yeah, I mean, they have a lot of pitchers on the injured list, especially Trey Glasnow, who has been very injury prone. We're not out, but they have, in my opinion, probably gone worse. But I mean, they still have some guys in the rotation like Zach Eflin and Savali. Hopefully, they get Rasmussen and Springs back. Not Fleming. That guy's pirate. My gosh, Jeffrey Springs back, and Shane McClanahan's going to be out for the rest of the season, so that's a big blow. Their ace being out. But, I mean, they still have some guys with Randy Arozarena, Yandy Diaz, Josh Lowe, Jay Sirius, Isaac Paredes, too. I mean, yeah, so I think this Rays team could be solid. And they always have some guys that you don't expect. And Ryan Pepe off from the Glasnow trade. So I'm interested to see what they do here. But, yeah, I'm 3rd place as the 6th year right now. But, yeah, continue here. We got the Yankees. They may have knocked out Yamamoto or Ohtani, but they did get Juan Soto, which hopefully he's not. With them, they hope he's not here for like just a year because they did give up maybe not too much, but if they re-signed, they definitely didn't train for that much. But for 1 year rent, once you see if he stays or not. But I mean, hopefully Garrett Cole's me out for a month or two, which is kind of worrying their ace. I mean, hopefully Nestor Cortez bounces back, and Judge has been like having that toe. He's saying that like it's always gonna be there for the rest of his career. I mean, like Trout with his back, so hopefully he's fine. But I mean, also getting Verdugo for the outfield and Grisham. Outfield's good. They didn't really get a 3rd baseman, but hoping that Volpe has a breakout season. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be an interesting year here. I mean, having a down year, and now I think they're going to be in second place. But alright, so for my first place team, I got the Baltimore Orioles at 99-63. In my opinion, I feel like this team is going to be one of the best in the AL. Maybe even one of the best in the MLB and stuff. But yeah, let's see. I'm interested to see what they do this year. I mean, shocked they didn't call up Jackson Holiday, but they have all that. They have a lot of talent, so I don't think. I mean, it is. They'll be probably better with him, but it really they have so much with Rutschman, Henderson, Santander, Hayes. Like they have so many guys. Okay, I name them all, but in the hitting core, that the big Warriors pitching, but I'm like that they trade for Corbin Burns, and hopefully John Means comes back and has a good year. But they still Kyle Bradish is on the injury list. Hope he comes back too. But I mean, it's interesting to see what they're gonna do this year. And yeah, first place again. But yeah, we're gonna move on to the AL Central now. Talk about the White Sox. Yeah, there's not that much to say about this team. The worst in the league, the worst, in my opinion, the worst team in the league. They traded Dylan Cease in the offseason. It's a team of the only good players. Luis Robert Jr. There's nothing to say more about it. They're the worst team. They're rebuilding. They're trying. I guess they're gonna build around Robert. That's what I'm seeing like they're gonna do. But yeah, I mean, let's move on to the Guardians. But yeah, all right. The Guardians at 77-85, dude. These teams piss me off, and especially being a fan of a team like the Pirates that are very cheap too. It's just if they spent money on the hitting core, this could easily be a playoff team. But I think any of these four teams could win the division, but it just depends. I'm just picking the Guardians as the fourth best chance in my opinion. But yeah, I just feel like you need more hitting than J-Ram and Naylor. If you don't have more hitting than that, they're gonna be screwed. I mean, Gavin Williams looked really good. Bybee. Hopefully Shane Bieber goes back. Tristan McKenzie's really good. Clase is the coach. They have some good. Their pitching's good, but injuries killed them last year. But they need more in the hitting. I mean, at their peak, there might be an LDS an ALDS exit, but I mean, they just need more hitting, but they just don't spend. But yeah, all right. So my third place team, we got the Minnesota Twins at 79-83, and I think this team. I mean, they have a chance to win the division, like I said, any of them, but they lost two guys. They lost their ace, Sonny Gray, and they lost Jorge Polanco. So I think they got worse, and where the division, the other division ones, the Tigers and Warriors, got better. But yeah, I mean, so here for the Twins, I mean, they still have some good, bats, Max Hepper, Crail, if he bounces back, with Julian, Royce Lewis. They still have some guys, but, I mean, they still have Joe Ryan and Pablo Lopez for the starting pitching, but I don't know. I feel like this is a mediocre team and stuff. I'll tell you, I honestly think, I think that both Centrals, every, 9 out of the 10 teams have a chance, except the White Sox have a chance to win the division. I could see it happening, but alright, so next team I got is the Tigers at 83-79, and yeah, I mean, they did lose on Eduardo Rodriguez, but I feel like this team is still going to be pretty good. I mean, Tarek Screwball. A lot of people call him a new AL Cy Young. I mean, guess we got to see does this year. I mean, you got Riley Green, Spencer Torkelson. Hopefully they bring out even more. But, I mean, Parker Meadows is coming up. They have some guys. They got some pieces here. See what they do. Javi Baez, though. I don't... spring training was pretty bad. I don't know what he's going to do. But some underrated free agency moves and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, this team could be good. I think they're going to be around 500. So, yeah. Alright, for my first place team, I got the Kansas City Warriors at 86-76. And yeah, I mean, the reason I did this is they re-signed Bobby Witt to a big deal, but they also got some they got some great moves for the pitchers and Seth Lugo and Michael Walker. They still have Cole Reagans and Brady Singer. It'd be pretty good. I mean, they have some nice hitters with Bobby Witt, Vinny Pasquantino, one of the most underrated first basemen, Salvi, MJ Melendez. They have some guys there, so I'm seeing more that maybe they could put it together and have a great year in this week AL Central. But yeah, that's why I have them there. But I mean, I guess we got to see what happens. I mean, I got to take some picks. I mean, last year I hit on the Diamondbacks making the playoffs, and I'm shocked they made the World Series. But you got to make some moves, or making the I picked the O's too, but I mean, that one wasn't that shocking. But yeah, I'm just picking some teams. Sometimes you got to go. Some predictions are good, some bad. But yeah, I mean, the AL East I was kind of safe on. AL Central maybe a little bit. bold. But yeah, let's move on to the AL West. And we got the Angels here, who is another kind of 64 wins. No Shohei, they got worse. They barely added anyone. This team's not good. Yeah, they're gonna be the worst team. I know the A's on it, but I feel like the A's have done some, at least added some pieces that make them a little bit better. And with losing Ohtani, I don't know. I mean, it's not that good of a team. I mean, Trout's gonna have to carry this team, but is he gonna be like? Hopefully he's not injured this year, so we could see a full year because he still is one of the best players in baseball when healthy. So yeah. In fourth place, we got the Oakland A's, who are kind of just coasting, and they got some guys. They have some prospects, but it's like, dude, Jeff Fisher, dude, what? Like, you could have stayed in Oakland. I don't know why they're moving to Vegas. They should have just got an expansion team. Like, there was no goodwill with like a team moving from one city to another. They won't care about you in Las Vegas. I mean, do what the Golden Knights did. They won a Stanley Cup too. They built it naturally. They bought a fan base naturally, and it's like built one in Vegas, not bringing one over. But I mean, even the mayor doesn't want them. But yeah, like there's more to talk about than that team. They did get J.D. Davis. Zach Galloff looked really good last year. JP Sears looks soft with the pitching. I mean, like there's not that much. Just Brent Rooker. I mean, they have some guys there, but like Seth Brown, like they have some like I could name a couple names, but it's like they have some pieces. That's why I think they're gonna be fourth place, and they got some more pitching. I don't think they're gonna be as bad, but they're still gonna be bad. Not great. 70 wins isn't great, but they're gonna be better. But let's move on to the Mariners, who the Mariners have the best rotation in baseball. I mean, their fifth Brian Moore's gonna be out for a little bit, but they got Luis Castillo. Oh my gosh. Logan Gilbert, George Kirby. I mean, the list just goes on and on. Like, they have some good pitchers there. Like, best rotation in baseball. But this is, I think on paper, this team is good. But the Mariners always do this to their fans. Optimism, and then they just miss the playoffs. I have a feeling they're going to do that. I think on paper, this team's definitely a playoff team. But look what they did last year. I mean, they did Sturge. I mean, J-Rod. They did Luciano Hernandez. And Jorge Polanco's pretty good bat. Eugenio Suarez too, but Cal Raleigh, he's gonna still hit a lot of nukes. I mean, straight away, Jared Kelenic to the Braves should watch him just break out there, because I don't know. That's how feeling he is, but the Mariners, I don't know. I mean, like this, it's a solid team on paper, definitely a wild card team on paper, but I don't know. I have a feeling something's gonna happen. I don't know. They're gonna miss the playoff. All right, the next team going over is in a second place Rangers at 94-68. I mean, the World Series champions. Let's see if they could repeat. But I mean, there's a big chance they could. I mean, especially with Evan Carter having a full season and Wyatt Langford already being up was tearing up the minor leagues, and getting back to Grom and Scherzer later on the season, which would be great for them. And I mean, they did lose out Montgomery too, but for them, the opening of Voldy and John Gray do hold down the fort for a little bit. But I mean, their hitting though is the reason why this team be here. I mean, the pitching still is really good, but the hitting though with Dolis Garcia, Marcus Semien, Corey Seager, Jonah Heim, Vin Carter, obviously, Holy Langford can make a start, like Josh Young. Like, they have some guys that could do some big impacts, and yeah, I mean, make some big impacts. And yeah, I'm interested to see what they do this season. So yeah, let's move on to the number one team, with the Astros. They're inevitable. Like, the reason they weren't top is they were just off there. They're going to be back. They barely lost, and they had a lot of injuries. They're going to be back. They're going to be back at 100-plus wins. Never doubt the Astros. And of course, we signed Altuve. They got Josh Hader. I mean, like, jeez. Yordan Alvarez, the best pure hitter in baseball. I mean, Bregman's probably bounced back. Like, this team is just really good. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what else to say here. Like, they're stacked. Like, their pitching's good. Their bullpen's good. Like, not how, like, you're going to stop them now. But, yeah, 102 wins. It's going to be an interesting year. I mean, Frambo, Dowdez, Christian Javier. I mean, Justin Verlander may not be the same, but he's still there. I mean, maybe he could bounce back. I mean, I don't know. He's in his 40s now. But, no, he's been in his 40s for years. But, I mean, let's see what they could do, though. Now we're going to go to the NL, and we're going with the Nationals. I know they won 75 games. I feel like, I don't know. I just have a feeling they're going to regress a little bit. But, I mean, I don't feel like any of their, like, top guys are going to come up. I mean, maybe Mackenzie Gore could break out. C.J. Abrams is there. I mean, some guys there, but it's like they have some prospects out. James Wood is gonna be called up probably next season, maybe later this year or next season. Yeah, I don't know. Lane Thomas had a great year though for them, so yeah. I mean, this is why I picked them. I mean, they don't have too much. They have some stuff, and oh yeah, and Josiah Gray for the starting pitching too. They don't have. They have some guys, but they're still building the core down there. They're still rebuilding and stuff. So yeah, let's move on to the Marlins here. All right, Miami. I mean, well, they didn't really do anything at all. I mean, their pitching's still really good, but it's the same thing with the Guardians. It's the same. I feel like the same thing, except oh yeah, they have a couple good hitters: Jazz Chisholm, Jake Berger, Josh Bell. I mean, like, yeah, they lost Celerity, which is a big loss. Who had a breakout year. So I don't know where you're gonna get that pop from, big pop from, but still have some guys pitching. Sandy Alcantara. I mean, they still have Yuri Perez, Jesus Luzardo, Edward Cabrera. Like, they still have guys, but it's like, see what they do. They did get Tim Anderson, but he's not as good as you. So maybe he could bounce back. They still have Luis Suarez, the batting champion, too. My bad. Let's say him, too. But yeah, let's move on to the number 13, the Mets. Yeah, I know they're on their bridge year, but I think. Wait, what am I saying? Yeah, they're gonna be 500. Yeah, I don't think maybe they could surprise everyone make the playoffs, but I mean they still need to re-sign Pete Alonso, Brandon Nimmo, Francisco Avalon keeps getting better and stuff. Yeah, on the dish. I mean Francisco Lindor, one of the best shortstops in baseball. Jeff McNeil, hopefully he goes back to hitting like above 300s and stuff because that's where he's very efficient. Still have some soft pitchers. Kodai Senga is going to be out, though, for a little bit. But they still, I mean, they have, yeah, Jose Quintana as their, like, their day one starters not going to be that good. But, I mean, again, like, it's a bridge year for them. They traded Verlander and Scherzer, so, like, we're going to see what they do. But next year's going to be the real test. It's just a bridge year. Next team we got the Phillies, who have at 89 and 73. I mean, this team, now move Bryce Harper to first. Hopefully Trey Turner could have a better year. They re-signed Aaron Nola and Zach Wheeler to long extensions. I mean, they didn't do that much in free agency, but they didn't need to. They're already really good. I mean, they did some of the big moves last year, but it's not Bryson Stott at sucking. I mean, Kyle Schwarber's still going to be hitting some nukes. Nick Castellanos had a bounce back year. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting team here. Another year for them. I mean, same core, but I guess let's see what they do here. Next, we got the Braves. What a shocker. They're in first place. The second best team in the MLB and second in the NL too. I mean, they traded for Joe Kelenic. Like their hitting core stack. Juan Acuna, Matt Olson, Austin Riley. I mean, it's like it doesn't matter who they lose. Like they just fresh Marcelo Zuna, Sean Murphy, Ozzy Albies. Like it doesn't matter what they do. Michael Harris. It's like it doesn't matter what they do. They just do. Like the teams that they trade for Chris, so they still have Max Fried and Spencer Strider. Like yeah, they're starting pitching. It'll be fine. This team, they're gonna have another great year. I don't know. Another great year. I mean, they're just adding people they don't really need. It's like, okay, I guess let's see what they do. Maybe they could bounce back. Like, that left field while they're just platooning, just hoping for one of them to break out. But, yeah. They want to have, like, a great platoon. I mean, they don't really need to make that many splashes. But, yeah. All right, this is my first bowl prediction of the NL. But in the NL Central last place, the Brewers, I feel like they could be in first place. I say, this is the only division I think any of the 5 teams I wouldn't be shocked if they win it. But I mean, the reason I picked them, they lost Corbin Burns and Brandon Woodruff out for the rest of the season. The only proven guy is Freddie Peralta, and Wade Miley's pretty good when but he's starting the year on the injured list, but their hitting is, and they lost Devin Williams, their closer, too. I mean, for, like, until June. I mean, I don't know. What are they going to, I don't know. In their hittings, like, I mean, yeah, they did get Jackson Schroeder to a 10-year deal. I mean, the only hitters they have, though, is William Contreras and Christian Yelich, so it's like, I mean, I don't know what you're going to do outside of that. I mean, their team strength was pitching. I think, honestly, it's downgraded a lot. So that's why I think they're going to have a regress this year. All right, the 4th place team got the Cardinals at 77-85. The reason I put them above them is I think their pitching is maybe a little worse than the Brewers, but their rating's a lot better. But here's my thing with this is that, I mean, they did get Sonny Gray, which is great, but other than that, Lance Lynn, Kyle Gibson, I don't know what they would do. It's just some weird signings. Starting pitching, I don't think that's going to work out. I mean, Miles Michaelis had an off year. I mean, That's it. It's just such a weird team. I don't know, but I feel like the guys they got they brought back Matt Carpenter, got Brandon Crawford. Like I don't know, it just feels weird. Like I don't know. They're the Steelers of the MLB, and I know like they're just mediocrity. They're just satisfied with mediocrity. You signed a manager that wasn't good with some did, but just mediocrity defined. Like they had a lot of success, but now they're just content. That's what I feel. But I mean, like I'm interested you all in all Goldschmidt do having off years, but I guess we'll have to see. But yeah, I mean, let's move on to third place, the Pirates at 80 and 82. I know, my wins total 75 to 85. The reason is there's a lot of guys. Okay, I could talk about them for like 10, 15 minutes, but there's a lot of guys that could break. Like I feel it could break out for them. Like O'Neal Cruz especially. Henry Davis had a great spring too. I mean, Jared Chirolo too. I mean, hopefully Jared Jones for the dude. Hopefully he does really good as our third pitcher. But their pitching and being cheap is the reason why they're here. They could easily be in first place. Them and the Reds, I feel like have the most potential. I know it's weird to say that Pirates do too have that. But like some of the guys they have up here with like Reynolds, Jack Shawinski, Key Brian Hayes, like Cudge being back here. They added like a center field and a first baseman. Dude, this team would be good. No Telez or no Michael A. Taylor. Dude, if we actually got real... Okay, Michael A. Taylor's good, but if we actually got a real first baseman, I guess Reese Hoskins would have been too... I mean, with ACL, maybe like a risk, but like they just don't sign anyone. Even starting pitching, if you would have got someone, but... Yeah, I mean, same Pirates. But with the guys they have in, Paul Skeen's getting called up soon, so yeah, this team's going to be interesting to see... Even half the guys break out, I think they'll be here. If everything goes right, they're winning this division, but... Yeah, like I said, anyone could win it, but so we'll see. The next team is the Cubs, 82 and 80. I feel like they stayed the same. They got Bellinger back. They lost Stroman. They got Shota Amonga. So it's like they stayed the same. They really didn't do that. I mean, they got Naris, who's a good guy for like the eighth inning, like not a close, but like good guy before the closer comes in, but it's like it feels like the same team last year, like mediocrity defined. That's what it feels like. Justin Steele's still still gonna be great like, as an ace and stuff, but I feel like their pitching core, like I don't feel like any of these teams are really good. They're just like mediocrity or like maybe a little better than it, but yeah, it's like the AL Central too. But yeah, let's go into the Reds who I've winning just because like they remind me of the Orioles of the ANL with all their hitting, but like, dude, they're losing some guys. Friedel's out for a month. Novelli Marte got like on PEDs. Like, I mean, they still have some guys, but I mean, it's interesting. The pitching core, they'd get Montas and Nick Martinez for the bullpen, which will not be that bad. But Montas only pitched 2 innings, and just see how if he bounces back or not. But I mean, hoping Hunter Green and Nick Dello do something there for starting pitching, but still have Alexis Diaz closer, but I mean, you're hoping for an Ellie De La Cruz breakout. I mean, their infield show like that, like so much. Like they have so many guys in the infield. I meant, trying a little bit that Jonathan India, I was like, request trade, but now I think they need him because of all the guys they lost. But I mean, Spencer Steer. I mean, Tyler Stevenson OVE bounced back for the catching position, but Chris Anasio and Strand for first base. I mean, it's going to be an interesting team here. See how they do. A lot of young guys. Not that many veterans in the order that much. So, very young team. Could be really good, but could be pretty bad with not that much veteran experience. Especially with Joey Votto, but with veteran experience. But, yeah. Let's move on to the NL West here. In last place, we got the Rockies. I mean, the Rockies are made. Their team sucking West MLB. Their team is made to look good for the fans to go out. Oh, yeah, they're spending money. They're made of the payroll. They got Chris Bryant. They re-signed Zico Tovar. Their team is made to look like, oh, yeah, this team's actually trying to compete. But in reality, they just want to be mid. So they spend money so they get the most people to come to the ballpark. That's what, it's hollow. They have no plan. Like, this team, they have the worst pitching in bullpen MLB. Like, it's terrible. Like, what do they do? The best guy's Kyle Freeland. He's probably have above 5-year rate. I mean, of course, the pitching's pretty tough, but it's just bad. Dick Monfort, just sell the team. Too, like, also, there's, like, also Jeff Fisher, too, but there's some guys, like, just, I mean, it's weird to me. I feel like with the money they spend, maybe they could at least, like, it's interesting. Because, like, there's other teams that are doing with more, with less, like the Pirates, Guardians are, like, I mean, not Pirates. Why did I say Pirates? I mean, like, the Rays. like the Guardians in the past, like 3 years ago, like in the past in the Rays. When I say the Pirates, I meant cheap, but yeah, I said that kind of weird. I meant cheap teams, but I mean did something with nothing. But Pirates didn't do that. Okay, but yeah, that's what I mean. But yeah, let's move on here with the Giants. I mean, good team. They got some good gets. Blake Snell, Jung Ho Lee, Matt Chapman, Jorge Soler. They got some good pieces, and they got some like guys too. Like they got some solid pitchers. And they got some solid guys and some guys in the bottom order too. I mean, you're just hoping for the team to be better than mediocre, but I don't know. I feel like they did add all those guys, but it's like still a mediocre team. But yeah, I mean, you're just I want to see what they do. I put them barely missing the playoffs, but I feel like that's what they are. It's them and them or the Padres that I think are going to get the last spot, in my opinion. No one in the NL Central, unless another team shocks, like one team, two teams you really want in the NL Central, I don't think anyone's going to wild card. I think it's two in the NL West. I think it's definitely going to be Phillies, Diamondbacks, and Padres and Giants going to be fighting. But you never know. Both those teams could collapse. I mean, like, Padres going to have a bit of a season. Giants kind of made and they collapse. So you never know. But, I mean, yeah, let's move on to the Padres here. I mean, I know they lost all those guys, all that pitching. It's weird. They lost all these pieces, and they still look decent. Pretty above average. I looked at them, I'm like, really? They still looked good. I was wondering why people were saying that. I'm like, I looked at their team. It's like, wow. I didn't know they still had this many good pitchers. Like, they got Cease. There were three, Yu Darvish, Cease, and Joe Musgrove. Like, it's really good, honestly. Like, even though they lost Blake Snell, Michael Walker, Seth Lugo, like, and they revitalized their bullpen, too. Even though they lost Josh Hader, too. Like, this team looks good. Also lost Soto, too. I don't know why I didn't say him first, but they still have Manny Machado, Tatis, Bogarts, Ha-Seong Kim, Jake Cronenworth for the top of the order. Jackson Mayo is coming up. I mean, Luis Campesino, the dish. See what he could do with full season. But yeah, there's some guys, and I'm seem like this team, they're spending way less than they did last year, and just see what they do this year. But yeah, next team we're going to the NL representation in the World Series of Diamondbacks. And yeah, this team, really good. They are a fun team, young fun team. I feel like them and Warriors are like the most young fun team. They got Eduardo Rodriguez, just signed Jordan Montgomery. I mean, great. They one of the best, probably one of the best, if not the best rotations in the NL. Like, they are doing really good. They still have some you had Zach Allen, Bill Kelly, and then you added to it too. Those two guys are pretty great. Eduardo Rodriguez, just great. But I mean, they're hitting Corbin Carroll, Christian Walker, Ketel Marte, re-signing Lourdes Gurriel too. I mean, Gabriel Moreno. Like, they have guys there that are really good. Getting Eugenio Schwartz for third base. Like, this is going to be an interesting team. Let's just see what they do. I mean, another team, maybe they could take the NL West. I don't know. With the Dodgers in first place, the best team in the MLB, who are going to somehow lose to the Pirates in the NLDS, they're going to somehow make the playoffs and lose to the Pirates. I don't know. I've seen that. It's probably, if the Pirates, I'll laugh if the Pirates make it and they beat them. That'd be pretty funny. I'd be fine if they get swept in the, I'd even be fine if they make it the Warriors and swept. At least they made it, but Pirates but yeah, the Dodgers, oh my gosh. If they don't at least make the World Series, it's a disappointment. Ohtani, Yamamoto. I mean, the guys, oh my gosh. Teoscar Hernandez, Tyler Glasnow. I mean, they got guys, and their team was good. They had Mookie, the pitching core, Clayton Kershaw. They had Bobby Miller was pretty good. I mean, they did lose guys, but like Julio Urias and stuff, but it's more off the field issues. But I mean, I don't know. This Dodgers team is just really good. Freddie Freeman, Mookie, Will Smith just signed a 10-year deal. I mean, like, this team is gonna be amazing. Like, Max Muncy at third. I mean, they now. Wait, what are they even doing at second? Oh yeah, James Outman in the outfield. Hopefully he ups. Like, they have some younger guys too. I mean, Gavin Lux is coming back. I mean, this is gonna be an interesting team to see what they do here. So yeah. The Dodgers at 108 and 54. Yeah, that is going to be it. And look at this. Look at these. These are the standings, guys. Look at this. Look at this right here. These are the standings here. Worst team, White Sox, Rockies, Best Dodgers and Astros. I mean, my 6 playoff teams are in the AL: Astros, Orioles, Royals, Rangers, Yankees, Rays. In the NL: Dodgers, Braves, Reds, Diamondbacks, Phillies, Padres. And down here, I got the overall. So this is basically this took me a long ass time to do this. It's coming out opening day. I'm literally doing this on opening day. I'm trying to get this done, but yeah, this is amazing. I mean, this is including the division. So tiebreakers, I don't know why it's randomly picked. Or if you have a division, I pick based on record. These is based on seeding. This is actually based on record. If you have a division, if you're tied with someone, like look at the Royals have won their AL Central over Padres, so they're 10th. And yeah, guys, look at this. Top 10. Royals, Rays, Phillies, Yankees, Diamondbacks, Rangers, Orioles, Astros, Braves, Dodgers, and we go down here. Worst team is White Sox, Rockies, Angels, Nationals, and A's. And the Brewers dang in the bottom 6. That's kind of crazy. The Red Sox there, too. Now, I know some bold takes, but yeah, guys, I'm going to reveal my World Series prediction. It's on the right here. All right, guys, here's my World Series prediction. Who's going to win? All right, we're going to see it right now, guys. Let's go. Drum roll, please, everyone. Alright, let's go. I'm going to go here. Here it is, boys. It's the Orioles versus the Diamondbacks in the World Series. The Diamondbacks, I was thinking who I was going to pick in the NL, and with them resigning Joel Montgomery, I just have a feeling they're going to come back here again. I know, but the Orioles, dude, I feel like this team's going to be amazing, especially when they get John Means, Kyle Bradish back, especially with Jackson Ollie getting called up too. With that, with hitting, they're gonna win the World Series. They're gonna win it all, and that is my prediction, guys. Last year's was pretty bad. I don't know how much I'm gonna get this right. So like a lot of this is probably not, but I'm wondering how many teams we're gonna get. Hopefully, we at least get 4 out of 6 in each. I mean, there are some teams that I'd rather have in there, but hopefully we get some of these right, guys. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Till next time, guys. I'll see y'all. My next video is gonna be after opening day. I'm going to do some like quiz on the opening day like lineups, and let's see how good I do then. Probably posted tomorrow on March 29th. But yeah, guys, hope you all enjoy. Till next time. Peace out, everyone. Bye.